So you've probably heard that SVG graphics are pretty much what everybody's using, right? And they're really great. They're basically scalable vector graphics, okay? Not every image can be used as an SVG. You can't just take any sort of image that you want off the web or off your hard drive and say, make this an SVG. It needs to be something that's kind of like, looks like it's like this apple, right? And if we double click on this, we'll see the SVG is just code. That's it. It's not like some sort of binary format like a PNG or JPEG. They're not bitmap images, right? They're different. This crazy code is instructions for the browser to how to draw an image, right? That's why these are scalable infinite. And it doesn't matter if you're looking at it at 3,000 pixels or if you're looking at it at 20 pixels. The instructions to the browser to draw that image are the same. Okay, that's what makes it scalable. So the SVG stacks makes it really easy. As you see, you double click on here and you have some SVG code. And then the settings are pretty straightforward. We have alignment. You can adjust the fill and the stroke colors. And depending on the SVG that you have, these might work or they might not work, right? So this particular one, we can change the fill color, adjust that. This particular SVG doesn't have a stroke, but this will allow you to adjust and modify that, right? Then we have some scaling things. So if you want it to be full width, or if you want, full width, and then, define a scale. So you can say a maximum of 256 pixels. And you can add a link to the images. Okay. So really simple stuff. And obviously we have some classes to allow you to leverage other swatches if you want to apply other styles to this, if you'd like, right? So that's pretty much it. If you have an SVG that you want to actually warehouse, because this SVG here, when you use it inside the stack, is embedded into the HTML. So if you're going to be using an SVG a lot throughout your entire site, you might want to warehouse that and reference it using the picture stack. For information on that, check out our videos on the picture stack. But I also want to show you how we can get an SVG and how to get this code. Okay. So here I have an SVG file. This is actually the Weaver Space logo as an SVG. And what I can do is I'm just going to open this inside my favorite text editor. This is a code editor that I use called Nova. And essentially what you'll notice in here, it's just a bunch of code. Now, when you have this SVG, you'll notice that the very first line is XML version 1.0, blah, blah, blah. We do not want that. Okay. Essentially, we want this SVG tag all the way down to the bottom. So I can copy this. And if we go back into RapidWeaver, I can simply paste my code into here, click OK. And there we go. I have my Weaver Space logo as an SVG stack now.